All right, I
Are you
think
there?
I hear you.
Oh, yep.
I hear you. All right.
Okay.
Short little
Good.
blast tonight. Quick little fun show. Very short.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that would work out well for us. All right, I'm gonna share. Nope. We're just sharing it out. I'm not even on the radio yet, people. So hello, Facebook and YouTube. We are not even on the radio yet because because I just walked in the door. I went and took a little weekend trip with my family. And oh, there we are. And then I was like, I'm gonna be a few minutes late. I'm gonna be a couple hours late. But for all the right reasons, doing all the fun things.
Okay. So let
Hi,
me
Steve. I
see.
think you're watching. You didn't write yet. Oh, maybe you did. Oh, yeah. Hi, Steve. Good day. Good day, mate. Good to see you. Oh, that's the extent of my Australian. All
Let's
right, I
share this
shared it.
out a
I
little
shared it.
bit.
Now maybe I should go live on the radio.
Yeah,
WTHC is
do it.
is yeah, we should do that. It's something we do here. Or do you want to skip the radio tonight? Then we don't have to do
No,
commercials. We're only doing a short one.
no, we'll do. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do a little
Go
bit.
live.
Wait.
We'll go live. All right.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Well, you don't
Yeah.
have to give me a second. We can talk. Hey.
Okay.
Oh, we're already
So.
there. WTHC radio. I pressed the buttons faster and they went right through. This is Michelle and Thomas on the Perfect Positivity Show. I actually just went looking for the name of our show. That was awesome. Hi, Brian.
Okay. I'm
And
looking for the link. Why can't
and
I find the
Ashley.
link?
Wow, we have people from all over. Woo! All right. So we're doing a little short positivity riff today. Maybe we'll come up with
Oh,
some affirmations
Arkansas.
there.
We're in Arkansas, Brian. I just found a whole bunch of stuff from my trip to Arkansas.
Oh, you went there
Love
when?
Arkansas. Oh
Oh.
gosh. Um 6, 7 years ago. We did oh, where was it? Sorry, you threw me. Um
I didn't mean to say when. I meant to say, tell me about the experience very casually.
no, we did
You
the
don't have to give me dates.
this is gonna sound horrible. We did like the mineral spring. We did the natural bathhouses and
Oh,
stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah.
we did hikes. We went to Little Rock. We went to Little Rock.
Oh, okay.
Little Rock, yeah.
Hi,
Oh, it
Kelly.
was
And then we have
amazing.
Ashley's here. She's at Busch Gardens on vacation. Which I went to on vacation when I was a kid, and I remember just how much fun that was. That was fantastic. I have not been there in probably 30 years, but it was super fun. All right. Oh, so Brian's 60 miles east of Little Rock. So I don't know if you remember the area,
Oh,
but
nice.
not far from Interstate 40.
Mhm,
All right.
mhm.
So tonight on the Perfect Positivity Show, we're a little bit late because I did something positive for myself. And this is something we could talk about quick if you don't mind.
No, yeah, let's.
Okay. I went to my family has a little bungalow, little house near the beach. It's nice little retreat that's been in my family a number of generations. Really, really wonderful blessing that I've been lucky enough to have. But as we have talked about, there was some struggles financially and in my past recently. And I have guilt with having fun. So I went and I saw friends, I saw my family, and I was like, "Hey." And I had all this really so many great friends and family, so many nice things to do. Walk up by the little canal, walk by the bay, go swim in the little pool. Then they have on Saturday night, they had a little music up by the beach and lots of friends gathering. And like people would be like so nice to me, like, "Hey, it's so great to see you. How are you?" And I would be like, I felt like I was lying when I said I'm doing fine, which I am doing fine. I feel
Mm.
good. But it was like some weird guilt that I have. Hi, Carol. Weird guilt, like under my skin, like just like, maybe I should tell them everything bad that's happened to me in the and I don't want to tell them that. First of
No,
all,
no, no,
I don't
no.
want to bring other people down. I don't want everyone, feeling bad for me. But there was like guilt involved in me trying to have fun. And I found it in a bunch of places. I felt bad if I was having fun and I wasn't entertaining my family. I felt bad if I was having
Mm-hmm.
fun and I wasn't seeing my friends and I was talking to my family. Like I had all these conflicting. And where did this come from, Thomas? Do you have any feelings on this? Is this Can you
I
guide me? Can
think
the audience guide me? Hi, Danielle.
no, I think just guilt about because you're always on the go, you're always on the move, you're always I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to get this thing done for this person, and
I am.
and I think you get wrapped up, which is nothing that we haven't spoken about, in private. I don't mind mentioning on the air. It's nothing that we haven't. I'm sorry, nothing that we haven't mentioned here on the show before.
Well, both. We,
Um,
we talked about it privately on
both,
this.
yeah,
I feel like this
yeah.
was an extreme guilt weekend. Everything I did, I just went, I shouldn't be enjoying this. Like something in me thought I shouldn't be enjoying this.
Mm.
And maybe it is that I wasn't on the go. I didn't have 100 things to do. I was able to sit and relax. Oh, Thomas, stop
Sorry,
replaying me in the background. You have enough of
that's me.
me. But yeah, I definitely had those feelings. Maybe I need an affirmation or something, or a mantra I can use when I'm starting to feel that way because
Let's
that's
see.
okay.
Let's see. I don't know. Let's open up both books. I don't
Thank
know.
you,
We'll just
Kelly. I thought I enjoyed it. Like mentally in conversation, I absolutely agree with you. I felt like I deserve it and I need it. And I tell other people all the time, you
nobody
need
does.
to go take care of yourself so that you're good for other people. And I struggled. I struggled. I
Hmm. And you really were in a state of gratitude this weekend. And I just opened up this magnificent universe provides abundantly when you're in a state of gratitude. That is very true.
I think
That
so.
is very,
Yeah.
very true.
So I
It
think
was.
maybe what I need to do is just focus on the
Oh,
gratitude, all the wonderful things I have, and not focus on the things I think I should be doing and that I'm not doing
hmm
because I'm allowing myself to enjoy myself one day ever.
yep. And this one says, never let a day pass without looking for the good, feeling the good within you, praising, appreciating, blessing, and being grateful. Make it your life commitment, and you will stand in utter awe of what happens in your life.
Well, I have to tell
Wow.
you, I do, and I was a little conflicted. It's so funny. It's all about gratitude. I was a little conflicted. I got a gift from an old friend. My friend who's an artist made artwork that she made into a notebook,
Mm.
like a a stationery to write up notes on. Beautiful, beautiful. That it's a mutual friend. I think you know who she is.
Mm.
And um and she made that and she made me a little snow globe with my little bungalow in it and with the snow and it was just beautiful and she said, "Oh, I thought of you and I made this for you." And I love her and we've been friends our entire life. There's not a point in her life. I'm older than her, so there's not a point in her life where we weren't friends. She was born to be my friend.
Yeah.
I was friends with her older brother already before she was born. We were always friends. Very close, close, close friends. And but we don't see each other every day all the time, and we don't see each other much at all. Like I might go 2 or 3 years without seeing her now, and then we'll see each other
Yeah.
and we catch right up. But but we're not around each other anymore. And that's okay. Like that happens with people and they go on, they're doing their lives. I don't know what's going on with that. I Is that me leaning on it or do you think that's
But
I think hubby might be leaning on the phone because it's doing all these weird we're getting all these weird messages from WTHC radio, but that's not me posting them.
what
So
do you
I
mean?
might in a second in one of the feeds. I don't know if it's on the YouTube feed. On the YouTube feed, he's accidentally posting something. I don't know how that's happening. All right, it's just a technical no, it's me. Oh, he's doing it on purpose? I don't know. All right, so he fixed it. He fixed it. I think he fixed it. He just said no, it's me because he figured out he fixed it. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So anyway, I have this glorious friend. She makes me these beautiful gifts and I don't even respond right away because they're such nice gifts. I don't know how to respond. Like I've never given her anything to the eighth as amazing as these gifts she's given me. They were very thoughtful. Like the gifts she gave me, one of them is um personalized to me. Like she had to pay to have my picture of my little house. She had to take a picture of my house, print it, pay to have it put into a snow globe. I'm maybe she sent it someplace that had to put it in, but that's like to me, like that's such a thoughtful gift. And then she had artwork that she's an amazing artist that she gave me that she like made into something and shared with me. And I was just like, I don't even know how I said my exact words. She wasn't even with me, by the way, either. She's away this weekend with other friends. Her brother gave it to me and said, "What is this? I want to know what she gave you." So I'm like, "Open it with me." So we open it, and I'm like, I think I said, "I don't deserve this." I think those were my exact words. I don't deserve. These were too thoughtful, too good a gift for me. And I don't think I'm a low self-esteem person, but maybe I have some underlying low self-esteem that I don't, because in general I'm like I'm a pretty smart person. I'm the leader of the household. I manage this. I have like okay self-esteem in some areas, but man, that was my first instinct. I don't deserve this. And some low self-talk. And then I said it out loud to her brother, and he was like, "Yes, you do. She made it for you." Like he didn't even flinch. It was Eric, not Jay. Didn't even flinch. Was just like, "You absolutely deserve it." And I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "I guess I deserve it." So, I pulled myself together a little in that moment, but then I was like, "All right, I'm going to write her something special. I want to write her a nice note." So I typed this note in the next morning. And I thought about it all night, and I write this note and I send it to her, and I look at it and I'm like, it is not in any way truly expressing how thankful I feel for this gift. So then I write her another note where I'm like, I'm just gonna call you or something, and I know you're like she's away, so like I didn't want to call her on her trip. So when you get back from your trip, I'm gonna call you because I want to talk to you about it because I want to express how thankful I am. But I didn't think my note did it justice. Like it was just like it was like I was like, what a thoughtful, freaking considerate, amazing gift. And I wish I could give gifts like that. And that's the kind of person I want to be, that I could ever give somebody that kind of joy that she gave me in 1 second. And I didn't even know how to react to it. All right, go. Therapy me.
Yeah, I do. I do. Well, you said it yourself. You said it yourself. You having the reaction like I don't deserve this. That's a little red flag. You knew I was going to pick up on that. That's a little bit of a red flag to me. Because yes, you do. Of course you do. Everyone does. When we're being gifted something from the universe. When people think, oh, but it's just this, that, or the other. Yeah, no, but somebody took the time, thought of you, went out or did whatever and purchased this or made this or baked this or cooked this and decided that you were worthy enough to be gifted that. So yes, absolutely I do. That's why it's fun. Like
that might be the mantra. I might need to find some of those.
Yeah,
I am worthy.
You're worthy enough. Absolutely. Hey Doug, I see you. I what do you call it? That's why it's nice. Like I'll see something. That's why I give a lot of stuff away because I like that joy in people's faces. When they receive something so unexpected. They're oh well, thank you for thinking of me. Well, no, it's nice to be thought of.
When you sent me the note with the bookmarks, even though we had discussed notes with bookmarks, even though we discussed all that, for whatever reason, I didn't expect one to come to me because I was in on it. I'm talking about it. And when it came, I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, what a nice treat that I got this in the mail. There is something to be said about a handwritten note because you gave me one and Christina gave me one. And I was just like, oh,
yeah. All of those letters. Yeah. All of those cards, because all the people that wrote in with their addresses, I hand wrote a note to all of those people, and there's a few in here. There's actually, there's a few, I saw a few in here on the chat. I know Carol was one. Somebody else too, I thought I saw, but there was a few. Yeah, we got a few because there's a lot of people listening through the website too.
Yeah.
So we got emails mostly through the website. But yes, email us at theperfectpositivityshow@gmail.com if you would like some positivity bookmarks, and I will send you some bookmarks.
Yeah. So anyway, that was that. I actually had a glorious weekend, and oh my gosh, and I also think my inner voice was broken this weekend. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, you're not
Uh-oh.
getting any sound?
Uh-oh.
Wait, everybody else has sounds, right?
Is your
Other
volume up?
people, other people give us a a sign that there's sound. I see that I'm
Give
checking
us
the
a thumbs
radio.
up. Give us a...
All the things are
Oh,
on the
here's
radio.
Evan.
So that's right.
Yeah.
I'm doing that good. All right. So then my other thing. Okay, Doug hears us, so good. It's just my it's my mom's sound. Um. Oh
Sorry, Carol.
yeah. So I had all that great stuff, all that, but so as I was getting ready to go, my car stopped turning on. And it was a
Mm.
very easy fix. And I talked to my dad, the fix it guy, and he was like, "Oh, just go and get this stuff and this well, and it worked. And then there was something else that was going on, and I was supposed to leave early in the morning Saturday to go out there. We ended up not leaving till Saturday afternoon, which meant there was a lot more traffic and a lot of chaos. And I just kept thinking to myself, these are all signs I shouldn't be going. These are all signs I
Mm.
shouldn't be going. And then I still went, and I had a great time. And because there was something else in me going, you deserve to go and freaking relax at the beach for a day, girl. Relax. But there was this, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be going. My car's showing me problems. There was, oh, my daughter didn't have a way to work. Like there was a whole list of issues that came up, thing after thing after thing. So am I not listening right? Am I hearing wrong? Or was it that, I don't know. I
I don't
know
know.
that
I
these
think
are,
you were trying to interpret in the moment, and I
yeah,
don't think there's anything wrong with that. You were trying to decide, hey, there's a lot of stuff going on. Should we not? Should we go? Should we? And I think also there was a little bit, should I go?
maybe it was a
It's a
level
long trip. Yeah,
the
it is a
guilt.
long
It
trip.
is a long trip. It was a long trip, and there is a level of the guilt. So maybe it was the guilt, not the inner voice. Maybe the inner voice was the one saying, "You are allowed to enjoy yourself." Probably.
Mhm.
I think I just answered my own question. I don't even know why
Mhm.
I as soon
Mhm.
as I posed them out loud to you, I'm like, "Oh, I know the answer."
Mhm. Mhm.
But I sat there and contemplated on my own. I couldn't get there, but now. So, what did you do this weekend? Like, I don't know.
Oh,
'Cause I did talk to
I,
you.
so me and some friends, we went to a happy hour
Uh huh.
and just had a blast. We actually closed the we actually closed the place down.
Oh, so you went to happy hour, but stayed until it closed.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh
yeah,
huh.
yeah. Until
Uh
it
huh.
closed. Yeah, yeah.
Did
We
you
were
have
just
fun
having a
then?
great time. Yeah, we weren't
That's
like
better.
like piss ass
Laughing.
drunk. We were
No.
just having a having a great time, and we ended up closing the entire restaurant down. Yeah, we were the last people there. Us and the bartender and a couple of
You
the
know,
waiters. Yeah, and then we
you need
turned
to
around.
do
We were like,
that.
"There's nobody here," and the bartender was like, "Yeah, I know," but she's like, "You guys are great." So she's like, "I didn't say anything."
You need to do that like once, once a year. Just start laughing with friends at a restaurant, and the next thing you know, like don't be a pain in the ass to the restaurant, like you just said. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Just
I
treat
want to
them
just
nice.
make
And
sure we're
yeah,
not, But just one of those nights where you're just laughing and having a great time. Thomas, did you send the link to my dad or
yes,
okay, thank you.
yes. As soon
Okay,
as I saw it, yes.
okay. I only just saw it now and I was like, oh. I guess I could have sent the link too. But anyway, yeah, I feel like and that's a lost art. We were talking about this a lot, how kids today, I hate when people say that. It really so cliche. But kids today, they don't go out and visit with their friends. But there is some truth to people becoming a little more reclusive. They meet with each other on social media. Hey, that's how we meet with
Yeah.
each other. But they meet with each other on Discord, which I'm also very active on, to be honest. But these other places, and they're not having the same face to face things. And I am saying this. This is my piece of advice. I'm telling you, this did come from the universe. This came from something inside of me. But like, you need to go out and grab a meal face to face
Mhm.
with friends every now and then and
Yeah.
stay late. You're
Yeah.
not just there. You're not eating and leaving. Stay, laugh,
Yep.
order
Yep.
extra dessert and coffee. Get the coffee liqueur. You never let yourself get that coffee liqueur. Do it once in a while,
Yeah.
and just do that because that's what I'm talking about with the mental health. Like that's the break you need. The laughter with a
Yeah.
friend. That's like a cure for things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And we had a blast. Yeah. We got home. All of us got home, and like our faces hurt because we were just laughing that much.
That's great. My body hurts. I may have danced so much that I flipped backwards and.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
heard about that.
I fell
Heard about
backwards, and I was not drinking. There was no drinks in my drink. I was drinking water, and I just fell backwards. That's because I was dancing hard, and I was swept up in the moment. Like me, I was. Me and my friend were dancing. I was like jumping, and I'm like, and the next thing I know, I was like, I just start laughing because I'm like, I'm on the ground. But we had fun, and that's what matters. Your voice sounds double. Oh, Carol.
The sound of your voices. Is it both voices or just mine? Is it mine or is it?
I wonder if she just needs to go out and go back in. I hope that we don't need to go out and go back in. How about this? I'm gonna play a commercial for WTHC. If you are still having trouble watching us on YouTube or Facebook, you can listen to us on WTHC. It is just Live 365.
Mm-hmm.
So you type that in. It's an app, but you don't even have to download the app. You can just go on like the webpage, Live 365.
Or even,
nope. Oh no.
Or
yep.
If you have Alexa, you can ask her, say, Alexa, play WTHC. Or if you have a Google, say, Hey Google, play WTHC. My Google's about to play WTHC.
Oh yeah, and TuneIn. We're on TuneIn as well.
Yes.
So those are all places you can hear us. If it's not working on YouTube or Facebook, I'm going to run the commercial. Figure out if you can go out and come back in, or if you just want to listen to us in a different format. Okay. Commercial's coming.
Cool.
I'm going to press play, I swear.
Okay, men. This is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this.
No, wait,
but you're here now.
That's kind of funny.
You're going to go out there and be an all-star caregiver.
Right. It's
loud.
Up
to you.
How about now? A little better?
Much better.
Okay.
There is another commercial you could play to make that first.
I can. I will play that commercial.
Okay, first. It's got to be first. Just say.
Oh, you want that first? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know who these Hey Men commercial is. I don't know what that is. Sounds like Mel Gibson or sounds like something. But, there is another commercial that could be first, that could bookend,
And yourself.
How about this one?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. See, there is,
This world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough.
That's the one I have to play to be in compliance with the Live 365.
Yeah, but that could be after. Yeah, we'll play it. But that'll be
as long as I play it twice an hour, they don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, that'll be after. Yeah.
And learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree.
You're a funny man.
Kids in the U.S. are hungry. 1 in 6. That little girl sitting alone at the playground.
And I know this sounds crazy because we say it every time.
She doesn't have the energy,
but it does shock me every time that these aren't the commercials they're hearing on the other end. They hear local commercials. This just triggers the commercial. I always think it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool in a way,
The Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste.
Yeah.
This food is then provided to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about using your imagination, learning, and having fun. These children shouldn't have to miss out on.
I had so much fun. I did have so much fun in my short little trip.
Good.
Find out how you can help end childhood hunger in your community. Visit.
I was afraid it was going to rain. I was going to head out.
Oh, the whole time.
Yeah, and
that was one of my reasons why I almost didn't go.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure if I was going to Pennsylvania, not going to Pennsylvania, so I was waiting to hear back from.
5-micron filter that lasts up to a year.
I hear
you. Lasts 25 to 30. Oh, there's 5 comments since I flipped over.
Your faucet or install under your sink.
Hello, Sean.
Spa unit for your shower. Go to
Happy 420, whoever said that. We don't play the 420 songs in our time, but that's okay.
Extra filter free. Change your water and change your life.
Every other hour, there's 420 songs. Hold on.
Yep.
WTHC. This is the Perfect Positivity Show with Michelle and Thomas.
Hello. Welcome back.
We are having a short little blast. We don't know how long we're going to be on. Not a huge long show. We're just doing a short little blast to kind of recap what we were up to. Mostly because I was stuck in a little traffic, and I would have been stuck in a little traffic, but I decided to skip the traffic and go back and lay on the beach for another 2 hours and then leave later.
Then go to
And so I got home late because I left late. I went to the beach, you guys. I don't get to go to the beach all the time because I live here in the mountains, which I do appreciate. They're very beautiful, but I'm a beach girl, and I needed some more beach time.
Yeah, I was out doing errands, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We actually both got home pretty much the same time, and you sent me the text. I was like, oh my god,
Perfect. I'm so glad that worked out.
Yeah.
So we're late and short today, but we're also, you know what? Maybe we could put this up as like a survey somehow. We have a couple different people we're going to bring on as guests. We've been talking to people and building, some ideas for guests. But what I was going to say is, please, tell us some people you'd want to see us have on as guests.
Yeah, if you have any recommendations,
a wish list. I mean, listen, there's people we can't have on, because maybe they don't do talking they don't do this kind of thing anymore. But don't be afraid, because we're not afraid to ask. We Thomas and I are the people who will like ask anybody. We'll be like, let's see if they want to come. Hey.
Yeah. What's the worst? They just say no, but
no. All right. Well, all right. And then what we were going to do is, do you want more information on the crystals? We have somebody who's willing to come on who owns a crystal shop, and she was willing to give us all the information she had and showed us some really nice examples of more. Do you guys want us to have more people that are psychic or more people that are just positive like that? We were going to have some teachers on
positive speakers,
that were like really inspiring teachers. And I love that idea. Like, get some inspiring teachers here. We could still do that. We don't have to do it. Lady Shay is fantastic. I hope she gets them for us, but if we have to get our own, well, we can. There are some really amazing motivational teachers out there. So, we're willing to. We can do what we have to do. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But we just want to know what kind of things you're looking for. And find some connections. Are you looking for somebody who, like, we're always looking for people who have something new that I don't even know anything about, somebody who's willing to talk about and introduce us to something that we're not as familiar with. That's even better.
Yeah, we haven't thought of, or exactly. We just haven't had any awareness of or any contact with, or so please, let us know. Write to us at theperfectpositivityshow@gmail.com. Let us know.
Doug, I don't mind underground musicians, but we are talking about, positivity here. So if it's somebody who's coming up and they want to tell us their tale, we're totally into it. But I wanted to tie into the theme but that could tie into the theme. Truthfully, anybody could tie into the theme in a way. If you have a tale to tell that is inspiring, you're in,
Yeah. There was an author is Allie still on here? There was an author that she was talking about and I can't remember the name. There was an author that she really likes that I think that we could get,
I do remember that. We'll have to look in that last when she was on, because she talked about it and she posted it.
Yeah. Let me see if she's still here. Is she still on?
I didn't see her at all today.
No, she was here. She was.
She was.
Yeah.
Also, I want to thank people. Oh, you know what? I didn't tell you, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of, hey, I saw your show this week this weekend.
Excellent.
A lot of people who
excellent.
So when we have people watching like live right now, it might say we have 9 people watching live right now on the Facebook.
Yeah.
And then we have the YouTube, and then it's running in other places, the radio station. So you get a couple hundred people there. So it's like, all right, that's awesome, But then all of a sudden we'll be looking. Oh, we're already down to 8. I said 9. It was like boom. But then we'll see, and it will say, by the end of tomorrow, it'll say you had 200 views, and then by the end of the week, it's like you had 450 views, and next time I look at it, it's like you had whatever number, a couple thousand, some couple hundred, couple thousand, and it's like, oh, so they're watching this one.
Yeah.
So the reason why I say that is because not everybody's here watching us on Sunday nights. People join us after
they watch. They do. They watch
at
after,
their leisure. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I have been listening to a
is great, because
podcast at my leisure.
No, because the numbers say it. Yeah, the numbers have been great. The numbers say, because even though we're not getting them live, we're still getting them after. Which
Well,
is
and
wonderful.
then so
I'm
when we were away this weekend, and people were saying to me like, "Hey, I saw your show," and I was like, "Really?" Because you never comment or write anything. I didn't say that, but I was like, "I'm surprised you didn't write anything while we were on. Why you didn't comment?" So it was a number of people, which was really cool. I felt a little famous. Thank you. And we had some fun. And people were like, "What made you start doing that?" And I was like, "I don't know. We just decided we wanted to. We just thought it would be fun to do. I have equipment. I don't know."
Yeah.
We had access, so we said, "Let's do it." But it was so nice to have people giving input, saying that they do watch, that they shared, and that they were talking about it, and we were talking about the show, and I was like, "That's so nice." So I am super thankful for that, and it was really nice to feel recognized and for the stuff we're putting together. And I hope that the whole point of it is not to annoy friends with Facebook shares. The real whole point of it is just that if it gets to you and resonates with you in some way and becomes something that helps you in some way, then that's what we just want to share. When we have stuff that we talk about that helps each other, we just want to share that with other people too. So, why be selfish and just help each other when we can help our friends?
Yeah, when we can help everybody else. Yeah.
Maybe
that's
a
really
stranger.
What this is about. Yeah. That's really where this all came about. It was, hey, you and I are talking about all of these authors and how to manifest and these positivity, one-liners and how to get ourselves
the
into that
differences
mode.
in our
And then
systems
that's how,
too.
That's how the radio show, kind of came about. We were like, well, exactly that. You have the equipment, and we were like, well, let's go live and do this. And we said it since day one. It was a Thursday night. It was a Thursday. We were on the phone and we were live Sunday. It literally came together that quick. Yeah. Just out of a pure place. We just wanted to help people, and we still do. We just want to be there for people.
Absolutely. Yeah. And just when we said it, when I was like, I don't even know. Now my thought's gone. Yeah. This is what happens when you are gone for 2 days and you haven't been home, and you come home and you sit down and you're
on the beach all day drinking margaritas. No, I don't know.
I know margaritas were had.
No.
I did have some olives because they were delicious, and Nikki brought them, and cherries and watermelon. And I don't eat that stuff every day. Fruit tends to be a little too sugary for me. I do love olives, but it was like fantastic. She had like a full charcuterie. I got it. Poured out. I was like, look at you. We were just coming up to the little beach area. She's like, I got this. We have a friend who's a very good entertainer. She's like the master of entertainers. She always puts out a spread. She'll be like, oh, I don't have anything in the house. And then she comes out with like 2 trays of food. I'm like, you're amazing. No, Nick.
No, she's great like that. Yeah, I don't have anything. And then
I don't have anything.
47 bags of chips later, this, that, blah, 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 a thing of cold.
With homemade dip. Yeah. She quickly whipped up a dip. And she's like, oh, I don't think there's anything in there. Let me just see if there's a little something. And I'm like, I when I say I have nothing, there's nothing on the shelf of my house. there's a cobweb, and she's
her
like,
nothing. Her nothing, and everybody else's nothing is very different. Yeah.
I don't have too much. I have specialized chocolates from, Spain,
like,
mixed
Belgium.
in with,
and Valencia, and this and that, and
So she showed up to the pool with a charcuterie. Got it?
That's hilarious.
She showed up to the pool with food that was way out of the league for pool food. And I was like, yay! This is fantastic. I'm going to eat yummy things. There's pepperonis and cheeses and olives and cherries and I brought, what I brought? A bag of watermelon. See the difference?
Right.
I had a bag of watermelon.
Yeah, Everyone brings something.
That
that's
counts.
Always been. Yeah.
I am very, very thankful. I have friends like her. I have friends that I do because I have gotten to experience amazing things in my life because I always have somebody who's who's got my back and is like, by the way, here's something amazing,
Yeah. By the
so
way, yeah. Let me throw all this together. Yeah.
absolutely. I'm sure everybody can relate to that in some way. It's like you go you show up and you're like, I'm here, and then not in a bad way, not in like, and then they show up with their great stuff. I mean, like in a good way, like, and you're like,
Yeah.
my niece
Yeah.
went to Hawaii for someone's sweet 16.
Mm.
Her friend was like, I decided for my sweet 16, I want to go to Hawaii. And her parents were, I guess her parents were like, we can take a family vacation. And they brought my niece. Like,
Wow.
what a cool thing. Like, how amazing. And that's what I'm saying. Like, just to be those opportunities,
Yeah.
Something similar happened to my son when he was little. He was young. My husband had his accident. This is back when Hippie had his accident in the car. And our friends were like, hey, listen,
Daryl.
we're going cross country. Yeah.
Mm.
You did, Mom. Thank you for cutting up the watermelon and bringing it to us. Thank you. I showed up with watermelon. So TJ had his accident years ago. This is 10 years ago, actually, already.
Mm.
So TJ had his accident, and our neighbors said, hey, listen, your son and our son get along real well. We're going to Mount Rushmore for the summer. We're going to drive cross country. You want us to take him? And at that moment, I was like, well, first of all, my husband was in traction. He was going to daily therapy, and I had just started a business, and I was running around like a maniac. And I was like, yeah, that would be fantastic. It just was exactly what we needed at that moment. And they were like, we're going to take him. And they took him, on this cross country trip that they took, a family vacation. And now here's all the things. I was so thankful because I had my hands full at the moment. But what an experience for him to have this opportunity to go experience this thing that his family couldn't take him to at that moment, and that's what I was saying about my niece and about myself. Like, not that my parents probably could have given me amazing cheese and crackers and things, but at that moment, I didn't think of it. I was going to the pool, so I grabbed some watermelon. But what a nice thing that I have this friend who has that thinking. And this is what it is. Tonight's my gratitude night. I didn't even know it. And what a nice thing that my friend made me this gift. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
I have great people in my life. You are one of them, of course, that
Thank you.
make, do these things for me, these gestures. And I am just so thankful. I have great friends and family. My mom is also great. Hi, Ron. Right there. Vern. She is also a great friend. And I mean that genuinely. She checks on me every day. Hey, how are you holding up? How is everything? I just want to make sure you're in. I'm having a great day. And she always follows it up with, I'm having a great day. Things are wonderful. Like to do that like vibration thing, share her like positive energy. So, super amazing. Super amazing.
Excellent.
All right. I'm sorry. I talked a lot tonight. You talk. Cut me off.
No, well, there is a story. So there is a story I did post to the page, the group page and the business page, the Perfect Positivity Show page. So all about manifesting and how the universe really works. So a while back, me and some friends, a friend of mine invited me to an event, and the tickets were free and yada, yada, yada. And so then she had extra tickets. So I says, well, may I invite two other people that you also know? And she was like, great. So long story short, we all go to the event. And I invited two other friends out. These two friends, they come, and we had this wonderful night. And then there was an after party, and everything was already paid for. And this, that, and I was like, just come, have a good time. And I said, tickets are free, nothing. So in the back of my head, I was like, I have a feeling that my friend's going to get charged for the two extra tickets. But I was like, let's just see what happens. So then, sure enough, the other day, my friend calls me, and she was like, listen, she was like, do me a favor. Can you please tell your friends that I was, in fact, charged for these two tickets? And I said, don't worry about it. I said, I'll actually pay for them. I said, not because I just want to pay for them. I said, but here's the reason why. I said, because we had so much fun, and we had so much joy, and we had so many laughs, and I was having
back the universe
such
for that
a
good
blast.
time.
Yeah, I was having such a blast watching them have so much fun, and they never really get like a good night out. And I says, just the gratitude of having such a great night and spending the time with you and spending the time with them. When we were all together, we were just having fun and so grateful for the experience that we were able to do this in our lives and this. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to pay for it. I said, and not but I know that the universe is going to give me back the money that I spent on whatever it is that they owe you, but I'm going to pay you. So I already know that the universe is going to bring it right back to me. So, because I know I told you this story. So, fast forward.
I'm trying to act surprised by the story.
I know, yeah. Fast forward another week. Yeah, really? Fast forward another week. Somebody showed me something something about investment or something about like moving money around or whatever.
Okay.
And I made back the exact amount that I paid my friend that she was owed because of these 2 tickets. Not sort of, not whatever, the exact amount, the absolute exact amount. That's actually awesome. Got back. Yeah. So
that's funny. It's true. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Like it was so that's your sign from the universe. Like, hey, look, I am looking out for you.
Yeah.
Here's
exactly.
A check that matches that check, just so you know.
Exactly. Yeah. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Go with gratitude. Go with love. Open up your heart. Tell the universe exactly what you want, because you got to know that the universe has your back. It's going to get you back. And that's what I did. I said, oh, Allie, I'm not going to mention on the air.
Hey, but Allie knows the author. What's the author?
Oh yeah, Allie. Who's the author? Who's the author that you were talking about a week ago or a couple of weeks ago or something like that? Because I want to reach out to her and see if they'll come on the show.
Yeah, we were looking for new guests, and we're looking for some people who wrote, about positive things and have some of those books. And I just want to say hi to all the people there's a lot of people jumping in saying hi. Ganji Lovers is over there.
That's it. Carolyn Meese.
Baker Coffee Maker. And so I just wanted to say quick hi to everybody. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. I just want to stay focused because I definitely am all over the place today. But yeah, the author. No, hippie, you don't need to be on.
You're already on. You're already flooding our
comments. I appreciate it and say with love that everybody already knows your stance on this. And we appreciate your support in our show. And you are a manifester. We've told you numerous times you manifest all sorts of stuff, good and bad. Are you positive, baby? So anyway, we want that. Carolyn Miss.
Carolyn Meese. Yeah, Meese. Carolyn Meese. Allie, if you could email us at theperfectpositivityshow@gmail.com with possibly her contact information, that would be great. And then we'll reach out to her and then see if she would like to be on. I think that would be great. Plus, I think you had reached out to her at some point.
I think they were having conversations back and forth. She was supporting
there was some
right.
sort of conversation. Yeah. There was something going on there.
We can look it up ourselves too. We don't want to put you out at all. But any information is helpful because we're looking for some new things to talk about. We wanna just really create a really great dynamic here where we can get everybody talking about stuff, and it's not just listen. I love us just talking about our day because this is what we do anyway.
Yeah,
we would be having this
our
on the
phone calls. Yeah, these are our phone calls just live. Yeah.
Hey, did you watch that Esther Hicks I sent you? Yeah. Did you watch that?
Yeah. Did you watch that? Yeah.
I've been listening to that meditation every night before bed. Me too.
Yeah. That's so funny you said that. Yeah.
Yeah. I had that weird dream. I did. I had a different weird dream, but it was the same theme. We're like, oh.
Yeah.
So you guys are not missing anything in our friendship. You're in it. You guys are.
Yeah. You're literally in the middle of it. Yeah. This is us. This is the conversation, just on the radio. Yeah.
I said that to one of our friends over the weekend when they were telling me they watched the show, and they said, "What are you guys up to?" I'm like, "But you just told me you watched the show." They were like, "We do." I'm like,
"Yeah."
You know exactly what we're up to.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's
what we do. Yeah. This is what we do.
The only difference is, I will say, when we're live on the show, we're face to face. Like you're in front of your camera, I'm in front of my iPad. But like when it's you and I and like we're video chatting or whatever, we're in the
we'll
kitchen
FaceTime.
and we're cooking, and this one's making
There's a
pasta
lot more
and this
food
one's making
involved
rice
and
beef.
pets involved.
Yeah, and the pets are involved, and the pet and the thing.
I
and
take
the
you
thing.
for walks when I'm walking the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm washing. Yeah.
If the StreamYard worked that way, it would be so much fun because they
Oh,
would
it'd be
see
great. Yeah.
we cook so much, and Thomas is a much better cook than I am. He's just more knowledgeable and experienced and knows how to cook. And it is what it is, I was never one for cooking. Cooking's just come to me recently. So anyway, so we'll be sitting there and I'll be like making this like multi-step recipe and I'm like going back and forth. And then he's heating up pizza and I'm like, but you're a good cook. Why are you heating up pizza?
Because I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm tired. I'm tired,
making
Blanche. I'm tired.
meal. This is 45 minutes of prep before I even put it in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. The hippie is a great cook too, Kelly. So Kelly says he needs to cook more. Thomas is actually a great cook, and he's very good at. He does something that I need to work on, which is he will cook himself something in bulk, and then freeze it, and then he's like, I'm just heating up something I cooked for myself, a few weeks ago. And I never do that. Like I never think to do that. I don't have that.
Yeah.
But the secret is that Hippie is a fantastic chef and he took classes for it and he worked at all these different restaurants and some various bigger catering kind of places. And he's an amazing cook. And every now and then I can get him to cook something. Like the other day he made egg salad. Very basic. His egg salad tasted so much better than mine. It made my head explode. I was like, I make egg salad for the kids all the time. My kids love egg salad. And so I'll make it. And they're always like, ew, there was a shell in it. Ew, it was only okay, Mom. I don't want the rest of it.
Yeah.
Now, when I act like that, my kids are grown freaking adults. And I had to do the kid cadence like, Anyway. My husband made it. It was so freaking light and fluffy and delightful. And I was like, why was his so much better than mine? It was fantastic. Like some people just have that touch. My point is, yes, he makes deviled eggs too. Hippie, you should cook more. You're so good at it. Shells are not part of the recipe, but sometimes they're part of the recipe.
Sometimes it happens. You gotta.
Not in his. There's no shells in his. I can assure you of that. It's really annoying. His are perfect. They come out. The eggs come out better. I boil the eggs, but if he's the one who handles them after, they're smooth. They all come out of the shell. When I do it, it's like, and I know there's tricks. I don't want to hear the tricks. I've done the tricks. The end story is TJ's good at cooking and I'm not. So everybody, let's make him cook. Come on, Hippie. You should be cooking. And you should be too, Thomas. Everybody should be cooking for me. I'm saying this might be my new initiative.
I keep telling you, come over and I'll teach you. It's easy. It's not.
I know.
I
mean, listen. I
do.
Happy
to teach you.
I'm happy to play around with you in the kitchen and figure out what we can make. Absolutely any day.
Yeah. But she's not kidding. I upgraded my kitchen. I have
there are different people who are different types of cooks.
Yeah, German knives and
you are an excellent cook.
Special pots and pans.
And you have that Italian twist to your cooking that I don't have. So fantastic. Though my best meal that I make is the chicken franchise. That is my best. Because it's fairly easy. Yeah. And it seems like it's fancy. I make it all the time. And they're like, you made chicken franchise? I'm like, yeah. Because I know how and it's easy.
In fact, speaking of positivity and things that make you feel good, so as like a late birthday gift to myself, I bought myself, these are the things that make me happy. I bought myself a Japanese nikiri knife, what's called a nikiri knife. Now, does anyone by show of hands or a thumbs up in the chat or whatever, does anyone follow the show The Pioneer Woman? You know the show The Pioneer Woman? Okay. There is a knife that she uses. It's very rectangular, but it's very, very sharp. That's called a nikiri.
Okay.
It's just a very different motion.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very different motion. It's a very different way. Like you don't rock it. It's a very different way to chop. It's but it can be used for so many things. It's very multi-purposeful if you know how, if you know how to use it. And I don't really know how to use it very well, but I'm going to find out. I've always wanted one. There was a sale on one through Henkel's, and they had a special one made for the Henkel's company in Japan, because it's a Japanese type knife. And I bought one. And I bought one for myself for my birthday. So now I just need to, like you said, I need to get back in the kitchen. I need to start chopping vegetables more. You know, I bought a knife. Actually, and I bought a knife for Allie, actually. I bought a knife for Allie and her family. And she calls me a couple of days later, and she says, I feel like I've never known what a sharp knife, because it was a German knife. I bought her like a real German Henkel's knife, like super sharp. And before I even gave it to them, I'm handing them the box and the gift, and I'm like, listen, I cannot impress upon you enough how sharp this is. So please. And she called me a couple of days later. She was like, that it's so smooth. It's anyway. So one of the things that bring me joy is cooking utensils.
Yeah, I understand. I get it. I understand. All right, so let's do one more commercial, and then we can wrap it up. Our short little,
really is. All right, sounds good.
Our short little show. So, all right, and here we go.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
More on commercial.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, that's rad. It simply means that something is awesome.
We got Wendy's, everybody, and it wasn't good. That's my whole story.
Like saying, totally, just shorter.
They didn't give us our French fries. It made me sad, and then they gave me weird French fries. Ooh, there, I see.
Is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in,
we should just do a cooking night where we do cook.
We could. Made in Japan.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens.
Actually, let me put that away because
rad. Just the same.
Yeah, no, it's usually so good. I am a big fan of the Wendy's, but tonight.
A public service
You know what? The food was probably good. My chili was delicious because I can't eat too much from there. But
now I want Wendy's. Thank you.
They just forgot our fries. They forgot the chicken nuggets. I had to go back in for the chicken nuggets, and I didn't even realize they had forgotten to fry. And
into a great mathematician.
that's all right. The food was good. I'm sure they were busy.
Frosties are good. Yeah, Frosties are good.
Still is.
I'm going to tell you, I think Wendy's might be my favorite fast food.
Yeah, I like them.
Under the bed.
Yeah, I like them.
Once this morning, put back together a teenage girl's.
I don't think they need a whole new menu. I want the stuff that they have. I like.
Just by giving her a bare
I miss them. I miss their baked potato bar. Like I like their baked potato, but do you guys remember back when they used to put a whole like salad bar out there?
I still call her mom.
Yeah.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to
I know,
help.
Matthew, everyone loves Chick-fil-A. I have to say,
AARP.org.
I'm not a Chick-fil-A fan.
Me neither. I won't shop there.
Yeah, I won't just for, I mean, you can Google, anyway, are we back from commercial?
Yeah, and it's WTHC, and this is Michelle and Thomas on the Perfect Positivity Show, and we were just saying we love Wendy's. Yeah. And we were focusing on the ones that we love. Yeah, we were talking about good foods. We were not talking about fast foods, but somehow in the commercial break we got into fast food. So yeah. So anyway, I do love Arby's. You know what? I just lied to you guys. I said Wendy's is my favorite. Arby's is my favorite.
Yeah, I do love Arby's. Yeah, I do love Arby's.
And it's just that there's not one near me anymore, so it's a whole thing. Quick story. This is a funny story. I don't know. This is a funny anti-law of attraction story. I don't know. We have to figure this out. So, Hippie and I lived in North Carolina, and we came up here to check out houses. And we knew we wanted to move to the Poconos. It was close to our families. So we moved up here. We were up here looking. And when we found our house, there was an Arby's about a mile away. Okay. And we were like, this is the house for us. There's an Arby's. Yes. And we were living in North Carolina, which I don't even know if they have Arby's down there. There wasn't one near us. And it was something we remembered from our New York days when we lived in New York. And we were like, oh my gosh, how great. I can't wait to have roast beef sandwiches every single day. We we talked about this Arby's constantly. I can't wait till we get there for the Arby's. And so we bought the house in, I don't know, March, something like that. And then we closed on the house, but we were still living in North Carolina because we were working for the school districts. He and I both worked for the schools back then. And at the end of and I was pregnant with Tommy, and I didn't want to leave my doctor and switch to a new doctor and switch to a new pediatrician, blah, blah, blah. So we had the little hippie down in North Carolina, and we brought him to his doctor's visits. And once we were cleared, we came up to the house that we had bought that we hadn't been in yet. We closed in the house virtually, and we came up here. So we move into our house, and we're driving the moving van up to our house. We're so excited to go to our new house and our new neighborhood, and we are dripping with, I cannot wait to eat Arby's. And we look, and we're like, where was that Arby's? Wasn't it over here somewhere? We couldn't find it. We were like, where was it? Maybe we came a different way last time. The Arby's had changed over to a Dunkin' Donuts. Now listen, don't get the wrong impression. I love some Dunkin'. I need some coffee in the morning, but Dunkin' is not Arby's.
Dunkin' is not Arby's. No.
So just so that, and Hippie and I were devastated. The closest Arby's is like, it's not that far. It's like a half hour away, but it's far enough that you're not going there on your way home from work or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's out of the way.
You want to hear something to make you jealous? So
yes,
where I work, there's an Arby's 2 blocks away. Totally walkable, 2 blocks away. Very
you have
dangerous.
To walk if it's that close because you got to burn it off, because I'd be going to Boston. I'm like, I need some horsey sauce on everything. I have brought horsey sauce home and put it on other things, like
on everything. Yeah.
Just something that I made. Yeah. What's that stuff you're putting on it? Horsey sauce, of course. what else would I be putting on it? So yeah, I'm a little bit ridiculous with the Arby's, but all right. So you're right. Whoever wrote Arby's, thank you, Matthew. You're absolutely right. Roy Rogers was really good back when they were around. I don't know if they're still around, but I do remember liking him as a kid.
Somebody said where was it?
Who
said Roy Rogers?
It was Kelly. It was Kelly.
Was it? Yeah. I miss Roy Rogers. Yeah, I miss Roy Rogers.
I had a Roy Rogers in my town growing up, and then it was gone. What a shame. Yeah. I remember they had like everything, because I remember my grandparents, like, we went there like it was a sit-down restaurant. My grandparents were like,
it absolutely was. I used to go there with my grandmother and my aunt all the time. Yeah. Ironically, the Roy Rogers that was by me became an Arby's. Yeah. Ironically, the Roy Rogers that is by me actually became an Arby's. Yeah.
That's hardcore. That's a hard call, because all right, so we are going to cook, and it's funny that we're talking about cooking on here. I think that Little Boxes is going to be on WTHC with Hippie and Dr. High soon, and maybe Little Boxes is a cook. That's what she does. She is a chef who has figured out how to integrate medical substances into her foods to help people. That's the best way I'll put it. I'd rather put it that way. Let her explain. But she's fantastic, and her food is like you drool over it, and I cannot wait to eat it. And I don't love Taco Bell like you do, Carol Meany. I know that you love the Taco Bell. That's not my thing. I used to love when they had pintos and cheese, and they got rid of it. Okay, we could do fast. Obviously, a fast food episode is.
We really could. Yeah, we should do a fast food episode. That'd be great.
Just show the menu. I could put the menu up on the screen and be like, what would you order if you had unlimited money?
What would you do? Yeah.
If you were not going to gain weight from this, I want Friendlies on there, because I know it's not really fast food, but like, I could do some damage in Friendlies. I'm not going to lie. They have a fried chicken sandwich and mozzarella sticks, and that was my favorite when I was young. That's great. It's good stuff. Oh, it is raining. I think it is raining hard. I heard the same thing. So
yeah, I just got flooding warnings and all that.
Well, I'm glad I got out of New York when I did, and got back over here to Pennsylvania, because New York, where I am in New York, floods a lot more. Where my family is floods a lot more than here. Yeah. So I hope my family stays safe, and they're not having the kind of rain we're having here. So the trip was a nice, easy trip back, and I tell you, I think I manifested a good trip, and I will tell you why. I manifested a crappy trip there because I was anxious and I was like, and we're going to be in traffic. I knew we were going to be in traffic.
And then boom, the universe says, okay,
you'll be in traffic then, B.
All right, the universe said, all right.
Yeah. On to today, I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm going to leave later. We're going to make it. I kind of had this whole other attitude. It's going to be fine. And you know what? The traffic's going to be so much better. And then I said this to my dad. I was like, you know what? I think a lot of people are staying probably through the holiday because the holiday's on Tuesday. So they're probably staying till Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm not going to have the same traffic I did coming out. That was everybody coming out on Saturday. But going home tonight, I'm not going to have that traffic. And he was like, is that like a law of attraction thing? And I was like, all right.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
You know what?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I think it is.
Yes.
And we drove and we just drove right through. We only had a little bit of traffic by the George Washington. Well, there's no law of attraction that to go away. That lives there.
Yeah.
and then we got and it was little. It was like short traffic. It was just slow. It wasn't stopped. It wasn't sitting. The girls who sell fruit on the side of the road were having no business. We were all driving past them. And boom, got to the other side, got to through New Jersey in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Got to Pennsylvania. I was like, this is a nice, easy trip tonight. It was smooth. The kids slept, so there was no chattering. I love the kids. Love them.
Love them to pieces.
I listened to my Digging Up the Duggards podcast, which is my guilty pleasure, but I'm loving it. And I've decided I'm just going to accept it. I really love it so much. I enjoy it. It's a funny podcast. They call it a snark cast, and I think that's hysterical. I am not typically a snarky person myself, but I enjoy other people's snark. I hang around with snarky people. Do I, Thomas?
Yeah. Yeah. We know a few good snarkers.
I choose snarky friends. And so even though I don't choose to be snarky all the time, I do enjoy it. It's not quite the same as gossip. I try to stay out of that gossip circle, but I do like an occasional sarcastic
little
snark.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I have been enjoying this podcast ridiculously. And I like I have to tell you, this is probably not what they were going for. They were going for this, they were going for this thing about rewatching the Duggards. And, they were from 18 and counting back in the day. And kind of going like, what did we know? Because, there's all the controversy. And I think they were going for, not mean, but they were going for like to expose these people. But what they've really exposed is that they're the most loving couple, this husband and wife who do the podcast, and they have this cat that they take care of. And they're so loving to each other. They're so loving to their cat. They're so loving to their friends, their nieces and nephews. I'm like, I love this couple. And and they are snarky. They are funny, but they're also like really kind at a lot of times. And sometimes they're like, that's a really good show of love. And it just makes me happy to see that they have this connection here. And sometimes I'm like, you guys are supposed to be making fun of these people. And instead you are just showing the positivity and the beauty. I'm finding all these things. And my son said, maybe that's just the way you're looking at it now because your mindset has changed. And I said, maybe, but I actually keep hearing all these really great things in this thing. And I'm still enjoying it. I still think it's fun and funny. And like I said, I don't want to sit in somebody else's misery.
Your son's a smart boy. Yeah. No, it's true. Because then you start looking at everything a little differently. You start looking at the same things, but through different lenses. That's really what it's all about.
I am seeing this loving couple, not the Duggards. Please make sure you understand. It's the people who do the podcast that is the most loving couple. Oh, you went away for a second. You just came back. Okay.
Oh, you went away for a second.
Oh, maybe it's the storm. Anyway, we just learning about this couple, super loving, super sweet, and then they have fun watching the Duggards together and poking fun. So are we supposed to be closing out the show, and instead I started a whole new story about something nonsensical? Excellent.
All right. So as per, we shall leave tonight with a quote. I just opened this up randomly.
Okay.
So when you turn away from outer accumulation and achievement, you allow yourself to be purposefully guided.
Well, that's funny. Good.
Yep.
I'm doing that. I like it.
So I like that.
Me too.
I like it a lot.
That one suits me right now in my stage of my life. Awesome. All right. Do we have homework for people today?
Yes. Let us know show ideas. Give us your ideas at thepperfectpositivityshow@gmail.com.
Who would you want us to have on? Who do you want us to have on?
Yep. Yeah. Give us. Let us know, because we have some ideas in mind, but we're just us. You know, you guys are the ones listening. You know, what do you want to hear from? Do you want to hear more cooking segments? Do you want to hear, you know, how people they cook and they bring joy to people through food, or, you know? And remember, it's going to be joy based. It's going to be positivity based. You know, not necessarily like a promo, you know, for them, but really like, what's their story? We're really more interested in their story, their backstory, how they came about.
And of course, if they have something that they are promoting and they come on and they talk to us about their joy story and that promotion is part of it, we're happy to share it.
Yeah, then we're happy to do it. Yeah, we're happy to do it.
Grow, share. I mean, how many times do we say ownyourwater.net?
Mm-hmm.
But we do that because we have a fantastic, you know, we have some stories about some fantastic things, and some of them stem from Thomas's affiliation with this water, you know, and how it's changed his life and made him healthier. So, and so much. And so, you know, Snoop Dogg.
All right, if you can get Snoop Dogg, go ahead. Yeah.
I always like to play this. Yeah. Who doesn't like this song? No one. It's great. All right. Here we go. And then we're going to end this with WTHC, and we're signing off with some Snoop Dogg. Because who doesn't like it?
It really is a cool song.
Affirmations are positive statements that help us to challenge and overcome when you're not feeling good.
Oh, we're still on the radio. All right, here we go.
After me. Come on, everyone. There is no one better to be than myself.
There's no one better to be than myself.
All right, so
be an amazing day.
Today's gonna be an amazing day.
We'll post some stuff on the page this week. Everybody just keep going. I have to say, I love all the people who have been responding and talking, and the amount of messages we've been getting lately is
amazing. Seriously, thank you. Yeah,
keep
thank
going.
You so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you.
My family loves me so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Loves me so much.
I care about others.
I care about others.
Could you imagine if everybody gave this to their kids from birth?
Right.
We'd just have a better society.
Yeah.
They help us heal and they help us grow. If you love to learn and want to keep feeling good, let's say some more. Follow me, let's go. I am responsible.
I am responsible.
I get better every single day.
I get better every single day.
I'm surrounded by love.
I'm surrounded by love.
They're both.
Every problem
it is ownyourwater.org and ownyourwater.net.
Yep.
I deserve to feel good.
You got to go to both to see what the
.net
difference is.
Gives you what?
The demo video.
The demo
.net
video.
Gives you the demovideo.org is the main webpage. Mm-hmm.
I believe
that we put them both up there.
I control my own happiness.
I control my own happiness.
Now we know some new affirmations that we can choose and learn to say. So next time you need a little inspiration to help you have more of a positive day.
WTHC signing off.
All right. Love you guys. Mwah. Thank you for tuning in.